Hey guys, got math in the driveway again with Coach Harris. This time we're going to be doing problems 1 through 6 on the ACT problems that get uploaded to your teacher's webpage. This is for the week of, I believe, April 20th. Yeah, so anyway, looking at number 1. So the question says, if those fractions are all positive integers, what's the least possible value of x? Okay, so I got to think about this. What value of x that's listed there could give me all positive integers with those fractions? So I've got x divided by 3, x divided by 7, x divided by 9. So I'm going to try these going down. So 21 divided by 3 is 7, 21 divided by 7 is 3, 21 divided by 9 is not an integer, out. Same thing with 27. It works for 9, it works for 3, doesn't work for 7. 36 works for 9, works for 3, does not work for 7. Boom, 63. It works for 3 because 63 divided by 3 is 21, 63 divided by 7 is 9, and 63 divided by 9 is 7. So there's number 1. The answer is D. The key thing in that question is what makes sense? What's going to create positive integers? That x value of 63. All right, so let's look at number 2. It says a certain town's police department gave 4,860 tickets for violation over a 1-year period. All right, that's a lot of tickets. So we got 4860. All right, a lot of tickets right there. Okay, so anyway, 70% of the issued tickets were for parking violations. How many tickets were issued for other than parking for other violations? Okay, so, well, a couple different ways we can do this. The old school in-class way of doing this is I take 0.7 and multiply it by this. Okay, and I get a value to be 30 something, whatever. Okay, I got that. But listen, let's use some common sense here real quick. If 70% is taken away, that's 30% left over. So instead of doing 2 steps, let me do 1 step. What's 30% of 4860? Well, right here, let me peek at the answers. Remember, key number 3 is eliminate answers. So I got answers that say 1458, 2430, 25. Whoa, hold on. They're listed from smallest to largest. There's almost 1,000 difference between F and G. Well, let me think about this. 30 times 4860, or 0.3, that's really close to 5,000. 0.3 times 5 is 15. So 1,500 would be the answer, or close to it. The only one that's close to 1,500 is F. Okay, so we're using common sense and eliminating answers. All right, so we got number 3. Okay, let me get over here to 3. So it says, which of the following cannot be negative? Guys, check it out. The only one that cannot be negative is going to be V. Everything else is raised to an even power. Okay, so that's going to be letter A. Again, don't overthink it. Everything else is raised to an even power, which is automatically going to make it positive. So that means V has to be positive. Number 4, the volume of a right cylinder can be expressed using pi r squared times height. R is the radius and h is the height. It says, what is the volume in cubic inches of a cylinder? Now, notice real quick, I'm peeking at it, and they're leaving the answer in terms of pi. So, guys, this is really simple. I've got pi r squared times height. The radius is going to be 4. 4 times 4 is 16 times 8, and that's going to be 128. 128 pi is my answer right there. So that's going to be K. All right, let's go to number 5. It says in the figure below, we got points A, C, and D all lie on the same line. What's the measure of angle BCD? So I got that going on right there. And we're trying to find this. Yeah, we're trying to find that angle right there. And what do we know? We know that this one up here is 55, and this one right here is 115. All right, so 115 and this is linear. That means I add up to 180. That gives me 65 right there. 55 and 65 is 120. That means this is 60. This is linear. 120 degrees right there. Okay, so that's going to be letter B. All right, and then finally, number 6, we have square root of 288. Now, listen, guys, you could just put this in the calculator, plug it in, see what pukes out. You'll get some fraction and everything like that. But let me look at the possible answers here real quick, okay? What's square root, what's 8 squared? 8 squared is 64. 64 times square root of 3. I get the idea that's going to be way too small. It's not going to be anywhere near 288. So let me go down to the bottom. 12 times 12 is going to be 144. Boom, right there. All right, so let me put a 144 back in underneath the radical. 144 times 2, that gives me 288. Boom, that's my answer. K is the answer. So I got K right there for that. Hey, good luck on this stuff, guys. Remember our 3 keys. You want to do number 1, use common sense. Number 2, make sure you're drawing. Make sure you're trying every problem. And number 3, eliminate answers. Good luck to you guys.